What if I told you it's okay to ask women a lot of questions? What if I told you that when done properly, asking questions can actually be a really powerful technique that gets the woman to open up, invest more, and ultimately start chasing and pursuing you? Now, obviously there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. So in the beginning of this video, I want to actually lay out the mistakes and show you guys examples of where men are going wrong with this. But on the back side of this board, I actually have the exact structure that you need to do to ask questions in a way that actually get women to open up and invest and become more attracted to you. So first, let's really quick run over the mistakes that I see men making. So this is a sample structure of a conversation. You ask a question, the woman gives an answer. You then do something wrong right here when you're asking the next question that then results in a bad answer where the conversation dies right around this point. So let's go over the mistakes that I see men making. So sample structure, where do you live? Woman gives the answer. Next question, what do you do for work? Conversation dies here. And the problems that I see with this part here is that when the woman gives the answer, first is the tonality, right? Men will go wrong with having an approval-seeking tonality. So when the woman gives an answer, the tonality of the man starts to pitch upward. If you notice the way I'm talking right now, each word bends down. There's a downward sounding tonality to each individual word. Now, most men, when they have seeking approval tonality, it's the opposite. Their voice goes up. They get excited. Oh my God. Right? You hear the tonalities going up. So before we even get into the specifics of how you should respond and what words to use and what questions you should ask, understand, guys, even if I gave you the correct things to say here, and again, I have multiple examples of this coming up in 1 second, but even if I give you the right things here, if your tonality is off on the delivery here, it's going to fail because it's coming from the wrong frame, the wrong energy, and women are all about your energy. So approval-seeking tonality, when your voice goes up, some of you guys speak like this and you don't even realize. The next way I see men going wrong in this area of the conversation is they go into logical interview mode, right? So that has a certain tonality to it as well. So if this is your tonality pitching up, logical interview is there's like no enthusiasm. You're pretty much just talking, you have a very flat face and your tonality is very flat sounding. Just imagine you're in like some big room and there's a guy behind a desk and he's just asking you interview questions in a very unenthusiastic way. And that's how most men actually sound in their interactions. They're either pitching their tonality up, or if it's not that, they just get into this logical interview mode vibe, which is also just very boring, and that's why it will fizzle out. And the third mistake is men getting overly excited or overly anxious. If you get overly excited or you're just too anxious, that again bleeds off in your communication. So understanding these mistakes, now let's get into what you should be doing to do this properly to create high levels of attraction and get women actually chasing you. You can see that when you do these properly, it may get an enthusiastic answer, or best case scenario is you flip the frame and now the woman is starting to even ask you questions because you answered properly. So let's get into how to actually respond when she gives you an answer and how to get away with asking more questions. Because if you look at my interactions, I actually do ask quite a bit of questions. It's not that I avoid questions. I ask a lot of questions. I just do it properly. So the very first thing is when you do ask a question and she gives you an answer, one of the best ways that you could then get away with asking another question is to have curiosity tonality. Now there's certain nuances to this, because if you asked her a question like, where are you from? Where do you live? What do you do for work? And the woman gives you an answer, where most men will go wrong is logical interview mode, overly excited, seeking rapport tonality, talking really fast. Instead, what I want you to do is just stay calm and actually process what she just said and think about it for a second. Because when you are genuinely curious about what someone is telling you, your face looks different. I'm not nervous and I'm not tense. I'm curious. I'm like, wow, that's actually interesting. That's what's going on in my face and my thoughts. I'm like, oh, wow, interesting. I'm actually trying to understand what they're saying. And that comes off in your face because there's a little bit more of a serious tone to your facial expressions. But then also while they're telling the answer, you can nod your head almost in like a curious way. You could even say, oh, interesting, or oh, wow. Not as your response, just while they're talking, I'm like, oh, interesting, really? Wow, okay. And they're still talking. Because I say those things, it will actually get them to invest more into the interaction. They see that I'm curious, and more importantly, I can actually get away with asking a whole nother question. So when she tells you she's a nurse, if you just go into, how long have you been doing that for? Or, you're a nurse? So that's seeking approval tonality or logical interview mode tonality. Instead, get curious. Just look at her like, oh wow, interesting, really? You could literally just say that, oh wow, interesting, really? She will then elaborate. So that is like the most simple question, but you could even have a little bit more of a deeper level question to it too. So like with curiosity, it's the tonality, it's the way you're looking at her, but then it's also just starting to think a little bit more critically to the next deepest level about that question. So if she tells you her profession, you might be curious to what got her into that, or like, did she always want to do that? Or how does she enjoy her job? Is it actually a really fulfilling job? And so the main part with curiosity and asking the next question, I know it sounds kind of simple, and it actually is. Like a lot of times when I'm in the interaction, I'm just really curious to get to know the person and connect on a deeper level. And that bleeds off in the communication. That will allow you to get away with asking another question. You're a nurse, interesting, no way. Yeah, I am. Interesting, like what actually got you into wanting to be a nurse? Like I'm so curious. Throwing that in at the end, you could literally even just say, I'm so curious. Your facial expressions, your tonality, and asking the next question will get them to realize that you are genuinely curious, and then they want to explain more. People love talking about themselves, is really what it comes down to at the end of the day. So this is one of the best ways to just listen, be curious, and ask a slightly deeper question with a curiosity type tonality. It gets the other person to feel understood, and it gets them to invest more into the conversation. This will get you a much more enthusiastic answer than a bland seeking approval tonality or logical interview mode tonality or overly anxious tonality is going to get them to feel weirded out or boring, or they feel like you're pedestalizing them. And that's why they start to give unenthusiastic answers. Genuinely curious leads to them opening up more. Let's get into the next one. Playful. Right? So one way you could take this, aside from just being curious, is going into a more fun direction, right? So the E stands for an emotional response. So if you think about logical interview mode, that's going to be boring, bland, unenthusiastic. Playful is emotions. That's fun, humor, laughter, teasing, playful challenging, playfully disqualifying, flirting, intent, playful misinterpretation. All of these create a certain emotion, and these will all have a completely different energy, with a completely different tonality, with a completely different facial expression when you're responding to her answer. So curiosity, I'm curious, interesting, wow, really, no way. So if she says something that really makes you genuinely curious, that's when you would go into more curiosity. When she says something that sounds like it's either a little fun, a little silly, it's surprising, you weren't expecting that, you're in disbelief, or it's just like an easy thing you could tease on because it made you think of something that was somehow connected, like through misinterpretation, all of those are great ways to go into a more playful direction. Now with playful, I cannot stress this enough. You need to smile and you need to laugh. Most men are so uptight and so tense and so in their head, it just comes off in their body language and the way that they're responding. If you could just learn to stay calm, breathe, and laugh, you need to be able to do that before you do this. And most guys just don't get into enough interaction, and they don't hear themselves in recordings of interactions, so they have no idea what it's like to actually do this. So my advice is, if you want to become more playful and spark more emotions in the conversation, one of the easiest ways to do this is to just start getting more comfortable laughing and smiling and laughing out loud when they respond. And then you could throw in some easy teasing or flirty line. The easiest way to tease is to playfully disagree. That's where I would start. Like if you want to start to become more playful, you need to start getting in the habit of talking with some enthusiasm, with a smile, and just playfully disagree with whatever she said. Turns out she's actually from New York. What? No way. Just start doing that. Even if that feels weird, even if that sounds weird to you, most guys are so logical and they're such on the nice guy side, they're afraid to disagree in the conversation. So just laughing out loud, no way. I can't even believe you. Just start doing that as a very foundational step to this. Now, the thing that you'll find is that once you can start to have humor, you can start to laugh, you can start to become more playful, you could playfully push away, disqualify, or even start to inject some intent or flirtatiousness, this will sometimes just get an enthusiastic answer, but sometimes the girl will answer, and then since you're like teasing or even pushing away, they start to qualify themselves, so they'll actually start to give an even more invested answer, but then they might even start to switch to a question, because they like feel the need to fill in that next little gap due to the fact that you laughed and made a joke out of it. It just is, it's disarming. It gets them relaxed in the conversation. So that's number 2. And for number 3, we have grounded approval tonality. So what does this mean? Well, if someone gives you an answer, instead of getting overly excited or overly anxious or seeking approval or logical interview mode, you can still give approval. Like if they said something that you actually agree with or you wanted to talk about, you don't repeat back what they said with this upward pitching tonality, and you for sure don't just ask them the next boring logical question. You have grounded approval. So instead of seeking approval where my tonality is going up and I'm hoping that they agree, I'm actually just giving my approval on that thing from a grounded, calm position. So if she said she's a nurse, instead of saying, "You're a nurse?" you would say, "Oh, no way, I actually really like that." So anything that they say that you like or you agree with, you can go into, "Oh, no way, I actually really like that." Or, "Oh, that's so cool, interesting," right? So curiosity, you're getting curious. Wait, no way, really? Tell me more about that. Wait, what was that like? I can't even imagine what it's like going through that. That's just going right into the next question, but I'm curious and I'm actively listening and acknowledging what they say, and I want to know more. I'm genuinely curious. Playful, they say something and I find a way to spark some fun, some humor, some teasing, or just turn it into a little bit of a flirty line. And I have in-depth videos on that in my channel. I could link down below. If you want to learn more about how to flirt, check out this video down below after this. The third way is not seeking approval in your tonality, not rapid firing into the next question, not getting overly excited, but instead you're going to just acknowledge that you like that thing. "Oh, that's actually really cool. I like that. But I'm confident, my tonality's down. I'm not like making it a big deal. I'm saying I'm of this level and I noticed that that thing you do is also of this level and I really like that." You can now also go into personal input from here. So if they say something that you like, start to elaborate on what your thoughts are on that thing. So if she said she's really focused on her career over the last couple of months, I could say, "Oh, I actually really like that." I mean, as somebody who's been spending the majority of my time building up my business and just working with my clients one-on-one, I could really appreciate someone who prioritizes work. It's just something that's been really important to me lately, right? So that's me just giving approval and giving input on my own experience on that topic. So you use each one of these tools depending on what they answered. So you ask any sort of question. When they give an answer, just think to yourself, is it something that I'm genuinely more curious about? If it is, get curious in your tonality and in the next question and take it to a deeper level. If it's not something that's that serious or creates that much intrigue, it might take it into a different direction where it's a little bit more lighthearted, it's a little bit more fun and playful. That's a great time to spark more emotions in your answer, to either tease, laugh, humor, joke, flirt, intent, playful push away, playful challenge, right? Or it could be something that's not that funny, but you're not that curious about it either. It's more like just something you agree with. And in that case, you could go into more of a grounded approval, and then you want to elaborate, giving a short little story on your experience of that topic. And when you do these things properly, this is how you actually get flavorful answers. Curiosity leads to them opening up and investing more, because people like to talk about themselves and they see that you're genuinely curious about wanting to know more about that thing, so they open up. Playful creates more emotion. So you're going to get enthusiastic, fun, emotionally charged answers. The girl might then invest even more and start chasing you, or she might transition from there and ask you a question and put it back on you. Or when you're just grounded approval and now you elaborate on your experience on that topic, it's almost always going to result in them now asking you questions, because you didn't actually ask a question. You just took what they said and then you elaborated on your own experience on that topic. And because of that, they're now gonna fall into your frame and start to ask you questions. So these are the 3 main tools, but most importantly, it's the tonality and the vibe behind these tools that creates the right response. Now, most men, they have no idea what they sound like in an interaction. They've never heard themselves on recording, and they don't go out and actually approach consistently enough to get really good at this stuff. So if you want to work with me directly, I have a 5-level framework that I will coach you through one-on-one. We guide you live while you are out in the field. We record your interactions and even your dates. We break all of that stuff down on coaching calls, and then we guide you through this process so you could actually have really very engaging conversations that can spark attraction with women, getting them invested in the conversation and getting them to chase you and ask you questions. That's the level you need to get to if you want to consistently land dates and get women wanting to be with you in a relationship. So if you want to unlock that skill, I'd love to help you with that. You could click the link down below, fill out an application, book out a call with me directly to discuss this in your own life. That's all for this video, fellas. If you want to see more demonstrations of flirting, playful energy, check out the video down below. That's all for this one. Peace out.